What's going on? You are tuned in to Kick 'em Pick 'em Gambling Show brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, as always, Mr. BurrOaks. Oaks, what it do?
What's good, baby? We're having a great day today. I'm moving some shit around, so sorry I'm not looking at the camera just yet. But yeah, have a fucking great day today. 4-2 on straight bets for UCL, which is always a good day. And then we went 3-2 or 3-3 on long shots, which was fantastic as well. Sweating out a little baseball action right now, but yeah, laid off Copa Libertadores and Sudamericana tonight. Just gave out a couple of leans, but I'm not super confident either. Pumped to have Brazilian Serie A back for the weekend because, as you guys know, I don't really fuck with MLS like I used to. I really wish I could, but if you're going to stack 8 games on top of each other, there's no way I can fucking handicap that in 20 minutes.
Oh, funny you mentioned that. Yeah, I'm on. I'm not taking Pedro for a goal because that shit is juice. But they're playing. Who did I say they're playing? Palestino. They're fucking garbage. I have zero respect for that. You're coming in the Americata. You're about to get blessed. So I took the Cam. They're Araceta, the Uruguayan attacking mid. That's who I'm on for a goal. And otherwise, yeah, it's Flamengo minus 800. So don't even look at the money line. It's not worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Flamengo might score 5 tonight. That team's super garbage. But shout out our boy Bird for joining in too. I know he's a Barca guy, and getting that dub today was big. So
I just really didn't want them to, though.
I know that you didn't, but I am very pro. Let's get 3 Spanish teams and a German team in the semifinal and send all the English boys the fuck home.
Speaking of. All right, anyway. You guys know how we do this, so last week's fuck yous. We'll get right into it, get some shit off our chest. If you have any fuck yous, let them know in the chat. My first one, I'm going to lead us off. My list isn't too long. Man U. And honestly, Man U fans, you probably didn't really have that bad of a weekend. Was the Chelsea loss absolutely devastating because it went from like, damn, we just dropped 3 points to getting 1 to, nah, you're actually not getting shit in the matter of like 3 minutes in at a time. So I imagine that was heartbreaking for you guys. That's not what the fuck you is about. The fuck you is about why the fuck all of a sudden did you want to be competitive against Liverpool then? How do you lose like that to Chelsea and then go into the weekend and get a bullshit-ass draw against Liverpool, and Liverpool needed a last-minute penalty for it to make matters worse? So also fuck you to Man U because I've been dealing with your fans trying to act like that was a dive or that wasn't a penalty when one Saka literally scissor slid his fucking leg. So that argument's been very fun to have all week. So fuck you, Man U. Just get your shit together. Bird, you got to be mad at yourself. As that brings me to my next one, actually, who is Pochettino on my list.
Yeah.
Fuck you, buddy. You at no
point.
How
does he have a job, bro?
This entire fucking season, at no point should you feel confident that you're going to take off your best fucking player and leading goal scorer in Cole Palmer with 20 minutes left. Like, your team won't fucking fold like an omelet and lose to fucking Sheffield. And it was a draw, but it looked like a fucking loss.
I don't know how Poch has a fucking job and guys like Jesse Marsch got no work.
Yeah, it's shocking. It really is. And shout out Kounde for locking Mbappe the fuck down. Fuck Kounde for not getting another foul for me. That was what's really upsetting about that. Why couldn't, like, the guy's really fast. Just kick his legs out. Give me 1 foul, homie.
Shout out Asensio and Dembele for the easiest fucking narrative plays I've ever seen in my fucking life.
True that. Got my to score assist on Dembele also. Shout out him. My next one on here is VAR. And it's strictly because the Juventus game went from being so profitable for me to immediately I lost all the bets.
It's just like being poverty poor.
Like, I had a Weston McKennie assist at like plus 550, got a dope number on it, got my Vlahovic goal that I was asking for. Like, and they just did a whole like, oh, Weston to Vlahovic, look at the connection video on Instagram. So, I threw a latte on that double chance too. And immediately I saw it hit, my eyes lit up, and then I get the VAR notification, and just why?
Yep.
Why do bad things happen to great people? It's just really sad. F you, the Dembele, for celebrating. I really didn't think you guys liked each other that much, to be honest. I thought he did you a favor when he signed that contract again, so you made some money when he went to PSG. I didn't know y'all loved him that much, but yeah, he's a prick for that. Then if it was that deep, then yeah, it's fucked up. My last one's Bologna. Got up early, got ready for the Bologna game. Should have been a light work, easy, just win at home. My man Xerxes was just blowing it. Orsolini, I'm not even mad at him. I had him to score assists. He should have had probably 3 or 4 dimes. His teammates let him down bad. His teammates is exactly why I think LeBron James should have more triple doubles. Hit your fucking shots, guys. What are we doing out here? You got the guy. He's doing everything he can. He's doing everything he fucking can. He can't be the server and the finisher. All right, Xerxes, you're getting all of a sudden your name's in the headlines. Oh, Chelsea is looking. Oh, Arsenal's looking. Finish the fucking season out, buddy. Orsolini's dying over here. God damn. But yeah, that's all I got.
I'm going to go with Sassuolo. I know Bird got paid on it because he used bet 365, but I did try and warn everybody that Sassuolo was going to find a way to drop points to Salonistra, even though they needed those points desperately because they're in a relegation race. But Sassuolo's going to find a way to cop some points off of AC Milan here. Robin Hood's going to Robin Hood. So, yeah, I guess a little bit of a fuck you to Sassuolo there for being exactly who we know they are. I did pretty well on Saturday. Most of my fuck yous are probably going to be from Sunday. Burnley, I don't know, score a fucking goal. I didn't really end up taking that bet because I didn't love the lineups or the line. But yeah, Burnley, you can't get a red card and not score a goal versus Everton. That's fucking embarrassing.
I was about to put Everton on my list strictly because this Everton fan was trying to tell me, he's like, oh, good, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's really needed to get his confidence up. I was like, dude, he blocked a clearance and scored. That's it. He was like, yeah, but he had like this one cut in.
DCL's needed to get his confidence up.
His confidence getting up. I was like, dude, he completed 4 passes.
DCL's needed to get his confidence up for like 3 years now. That man hasn't been the same.
If we're being honest, if he needed to go to greener pastures. Yeah. I sent him over to Milan 3 years ago in my imaginary transfers. So I saved your career. You decided to kill it anyway, DCL. It's on you.
I don't want to necessarily say fuck you, but I do want to just say, haha, I was right, leg. PSG didn't start Mbappe and then almost lost to Claremont Foot. That's fucking embarrassing. You should be fucking.
Why did you say haha to me?
Because you said that they're playing last place Claremont Foot, even if without Mbappe.
But then I also said if they don't play fucking Mbappe, they're stupid all the time.
Correct. You're right. But PSG, you almost lost to last place Claremont Foot.
Wait, they didn't even lose, and you're saying haha to me?
They drew.
I mean, they didn't play Mbappe. That's literally Luis Enrique asking for it every time. He tries to get these big manager muscles. Like, oh, I don't need Mbappe. Ty's worst team in the league. Oh, shit. The best is when he subs him in with like 25 minutes left, and that's when I always live bet. I'm just like, do it out of pettiness, Killian. Go score again.
Yeah, this one is a big on me, and fuck Dortmund. I knew that was a trap. I knew I was going to fall for that trap the entire time. Luckily, Sancho got me my shot on target, which ended up giving me a wash for that bet. But yeah, I knew I was going to fall for it, and Dortmund was going to let me down. And I'm glad to know that even when I'm wrong, I'm still right.
All I'm going to say is Gerassi and Stuttgart draw no bet. We're out here.
Yeah, Torino for making me look fucking stupid. First of all, tying up and then giving up 2 goals to Empoli at your crib. Somebody go get Zapata some fucking help. I mean, my God, this guy's just backpacking the entire fucking offense. Get one other dude who can finish a ball, please. For the love of God, just one other dude who can finish a ball. Bilbao, I would like to see you win in regulation, but great game in the Copa del Rey. I'm just gonna say fuck the MLS in general. Just stop stacking 17 games on top of each other. We already covered Chelsea. We already covered the Man U fucking pool match. Bologna, do something. I can't believe I woke up at 6 in the fucking morning to watch a 0-0 versus Frosinone with like 18 big chances created. So yeah, that really fucking pissed me off. Atalanta, how the fuck do you not? They do it to me every year. I know that Atalanta sucks at finishing a season, but it's Cagliari. I really thought you could have fucking finished a game against Cagliari. That's on me a little bit, but fuck Atalanta. Yeah, and that's all I got.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be talking about the Brest Pirates later, Mike. All right. Yo, I don't know what just happened, but BN Sports in the middle of the game just put in a Chick-fil-A commercial. So, like, BN Sports. Now we know why La Liga left you. Anyway, I hope everyone feels better. I hope everyone got something off their chest. Now we're going to get into the English slate. Oaks was telling me maybe 10 minutes ago, yo, this English slate kind of butt. And I was just like, you know what? I like a couple games. And then he was like, well, it's mostly just the numbers. I'm going to like the games. And I was like, okay, that's fair enough. Because I agree the numbers are kind of butt on these, but we're going to talk about them and we're going to find the value in them anyway. First things first, we got Newcastle versus Tottenham. I don't trust Tottenham for shit, and I do respect the hell out of St. James Park, and I really want to take Newcastle on a draw no bet with a plus sign. And at the same time, I'm just getting more entertained seeing how Eddie Howe is dealing with the ridiculous amount of injuries and suspensions he has. And it somehow keeps working out for him, and I respect the shit out of Eddie Howe for it. We're going to do Europa League after England because I just realized that I just skipped over Europa League.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to take both teams to score in over 2.5 here, but it's minus 225, so they can all go fuck themselves. If you think I'm taking, there's probably 4 goals in this game, but like I'm not paying minus money to figure out whether or not there's 4 goals in this fucking game. So yeah, it's going to be player props only for me on this one. There's going to be a lot of player props. There's going to be a lot of value on both ends. I don't know. Taking a side or total here just is absolutely nonsense at this rate. Like England, I say it all the time, and I know you guys are probably getting pissed at me for saying it, but the EPL is a fucking farmers league now. If all you do is make fun of Germany for being farmers leagues, congratulations, you're Germany now because your over-unders are set at 3.5, and both teams to score over 2.5 is pretty much implied on all of your games when you're setting it at minus 225.
I agree 100%. Also, he's just been backpacking that offense. Harvey Barnes is also one of my guys to go for right away. Is Son still playing for Tottenham? I feel like I haven't seen him the last few games.
He showed up last game. He got a goal.
Oh, he was there?
Assist, yeah.
Okay. Madison went cold too. Remember when he was the best cam and like England was going to win the Euro because of it?
Yep.
I guess they forgot who Jude Bellingham was, but you know. I'm not sold on anything Tottenham's been doing so far this season besides what's his name, the center back Van de Ven. He's been cooking. Otherwise, like Pedro Porro has also been pretty consistent, but sometimes I think I could back Tottenham and then they just absolutely shit the bed. I trust the manager and I trust those two guys I mentioned, but Son's but kind of hit or miss. Madison's hit or miss. Timo Werner's gone quiet again. They still are starting Johnson out wide, and if they don't start Kulusevski, I don't know if I trust them as much either.
Yeah, and Tottenham just blows away from their own building. Like, they do sometimes find results, but, like, when they do, it's because they win games 3-2, 4-3, shit like that. I like their manager a lot. I think they have a lot of good things going for them and that they can build on this season. They're just not there yet.
All right, next one we got Bournemouth versus Man U. Bournemouth has actually been getting a couple of results here and there. They've turned their football around, but as I said earlier, I think it has more to do with luck than them actually doing anything. I think that they're kind of falling right into that lower middle table spot that they kind of belong in. I know they were pushing earlier for maybe a European spot in top 10, but now we see them falling back down. I think they're down towards like 12th, probably battling with Fulham, Brentford, and Crystal Palace. So all those guys that are usually between like 11th and 15th. I love that we're getting a great number on Man U here. I can get a Man U draw no bet with a plus number. I'm fucking here for that. I got it right around plus 105. I think Højlund is still playing great football. I think you can trust Garnacho in this type of game. I think he's going to be able to go at more defenders and play with more confidence here because it is Bournemouth. They played a bunch of tough games right in a row. Bruno Fernandes, I don't know if he's rounding into form or if it was just one of those, hey, let's stat pad for Bruno.
I was wondering if you were going to talk about him because I was going to say, I know you fucking hate him, but Bruno Fernandes is playing well right now.
Yeah, but every time I see him start playing well, it just kind of like there's a little bit of bullshit in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that goal, awesome goal, but it was also a horrendous pass from the center back, and the goalie was terribly positioned. So it's just like everything needs to fall perfectly for Bruno to be like, wow, Bruno had a good game. It's like, yeah, that was sick. And like, oh man, did he get an assist for passing it sideways and then that guy beat two people and scored? Or like, did he get to take another penalty kick? So I'm not sold on him, but he is doing better now. So that was my most respectful way to tell Bruno that he's doing a good job.
That was Legs doing the little golf clap for Bruno Fernandes. But I'm with you here. I think Bournemouth are definitely a little bit fraudulent. The draw no bet being plus 104, plus 100, I think is the move here. Listen, yeah, you're getting great value on the money line. I've watched too much Man U to ever trust them straight up on the money line. Give me the draw.
Go watch the last 10 minutes of that Man U Chelsea game if you wonder why anyone has trust issues with Man U, okay?
Yeah. So
I had a double chance and was very confident in the last 5 minutes.
So yeah, and if this somehow makes it to like the 75th minute at 0-0, like I'll take the over. Like Man U is always good for late goals. They're always good for a live bet. They're always good for a live look over after about the 75th minute. So yeah, I like Man U on the draw no bet here. I think they are definitely capable of catching Bournemouth sleeping, but Ten Hag could always Ten Hag and just completely fuck this game. So who knows?
Yeah, Ten Hagging and Tucheling are just like becoming new coaching trends, and it's really sad what they're doing to some historic football clubs. Also, I just want to say that Kobe Mainoo. I know I said Scott McTominay was the best midfielder on Manchester United. It's actually Kobe Mainoo by like a really wide margin. And if I hear another English person say the downfall of Casemiro, when this man has been injured for like 65% of the games, like the rest of your fucking trash ass team, and when he comes in, y'all immediately start getting results and immediately look better. So I really don't even know why you would start that narrative. Why is Christian Eriksen not getting any hate the way Casemiro is when Casemiro backpacked that entire midfield last season? Like, let my man get healthy and he'll continue backpacking for you. They're trying to offload him and Varane already to Saudi Arabia. Man, you be better than that. Next one I got.
I don't think Cass is going to Saudi unless he's going to play.
I think he would go back.
Unless he's going to play for Benz. Like then otherwise he's going back to fucking Brazil.
I was about to say, hold on, I'll tell you right now which Brazilian team he's going to go back to. Next game I got though after this one, Arsenal versus Aston Villa. So, he played for Sao Paulo. Yeah, he's going back.
Paulo. I was going to say Sao Paulo is definitely calling.
This one. I'm not going off common sense here. I'm going strictly off vibes. If I'm Arsenal Football Club and I just beat the shit out of this Aston Villa team at their crib, I would not give a fuck about this game, especially when I know that I got to go all the way over to Germany to the big bad Allianz for a Champions League quarterfinal. So I don't know if I would give a fuck about this game, really. I would still be stuck on, damn, we just tied at home. We got to now we got to handle business again, and then we got to go all the way. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about, I hope my players are pissed off that we didn't just win that game and we just go and smash Mallorca. That should be the mentality that Arsenal's having right now, but I don't think it is. Arteta seems like another manager that's going to be overthinking and rotating a squad. I think we'll see the likes of like Emile Smith-Rowe getting some tick here. We're going to see Reece Nelson getting some tick here. Zinchenko will probably start at left back again. So those are all guys that are going to be wanting to show out a little bit. Get forward a little bit more against this Aston Villa team.
Yeah, for all the shit I talk on Arsenal, I am an ESR guy. Like if he plays, I'll definitely take a look at his props. This is a little bit of a revenge angle here for Arsenal too. Villa beat you in their building 1-0. Those were very valuable points that you could use right now. But yeah, I mean Arsenal. You should win here at the Emirates. That's why they're minus 360. I won't be surprised to see Villa score on them. But yeah, I don't know. Should be like a 3-1. If they rotate the squad, That's probably smart. But you absolutely have to have points here. You have a very difficult schedule to finish off the EPL, and City's got fucking Luton this weekend, which is a joke. And Pool's got somebody super fucking easy too. So yeah, Arsenal's got the little more difficult schedule to finish out the EPL. So it'll be interesting to see how they try and balance this second leg, because you got to go into the Allianz and face a wounded animal in Byron who has absolutely nothing but Champions League to play for, and that should scare the piss out of you.
Also, this is a Leon Bailey game, unfortunately, Arsenal. You're going to see him cutting in a lot and smashing you a little bit here and there. You're probably going to get exposed at that left back spot if Zinchenko's playing. Last English game I got for you guys, Chelsea versus Everton. This is on here strictly because Everton happened to win a game, and Chelsea are fucking absolute choke artists, bottle jobs. If Cole Palmer plays the whole game, Chelsea should win this easily. Cole Palmer win cast is still great numbers because Chelsea keep fucking up results so bad. So, Everton. Say something nice about Everton. Jordan Pickford didn't look that short in goal yesterday or this weekend.
The fact that Everton's getting points deducted and City is just chilling is an absolute travesty.
Yeah, it's just like the obvious corruption that's in football that I know a lot of people like just blatantly ignore. It's kind of like the whole World Cup where there was like, people dying, building stadiums in the desert that we all just kind of overlooked it because we were like, ooh, soccer.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, guys? We're just going to let City do whatever the fuck they want. They're not going to get in trouble for it. I'm sorry. It's just how it's going to be. Where when they got Juventus within the same season last year, you should have known, oh, they don't give a fuck about any of these other teams that can pay them off. If you got the bread, it doesn't matter. It's when you're broke. That's when it's like, oh, you're beat. You have nothing.
I also don't know how PSG hasn't caught any sanctions yet either.
Remember when they were supposed to catch sanctions and they're like, well, we have the World Cup.
Oh, so yeah, we'll wait until after the World Cup.
Give us a year. Yeah, and then nobody said shit. Yeah, I remember that too. This is pretty much just I'll take whatever Cole Palmer props I can get, and I'll probably keep taking Conor Gallagher shots because he just always sits at the top of the box and just launches shots. Some of them look really good. He reminds me of like a young Ross Barkley. And then the rest of them are just usually in rosette or into the defender's stomach. And you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Pass the ball to Cole Palmer.
Yeah, Chelsea should easily win this game, but they'll find a way to Chelsea.
They won't.
Yeah, they'll find a way to Chelsea.
They still might win, but it's going to be a fucking nail biter. Like, you'll be sweating the whole time if you're a Chelsea fan.
Stroman is getting lit the fuck up, and we're
going to bounce over to the Europa League really quickly now. Get this one done and get to this fat-ass Spanish slate. So, Europa League. We got Milan versus Roma, Leverkusen versus West Ham, Benfica versus Marseille, and Liverpool versus Atalanta. All those games are low-key bangers. The only people that are ruining it for me right now is probably West Ham and Marseille. Because I know West Ham ain't doing shit on Leverkusen at their crib. And I mean that as respectful as possible. I know you guys have made a run before West Ham. That was the Europa Conference League. This is the fucking 40-0 run fucking Leverkusen squad that Xabi Alonso has assembled that has not lost a match. Are you different? Because you don't look very different. Leverkusen money line and over 1.5. Leverkusen and Florian Wirtz to score assists. Leverkusen and whatever the fuck you want. Leverkusen's running away with this one. They might even be nice and let West Ham score one first. And just that Xabi Alonso magic, it will not matter. If you have one goal, both teams to score over 2.5 is a shoo-in now, because the only thing that would ruin that for me is West Ham not scoring, because then Leverkusen will just be like, 1-0 win is fine. Or if you do score, it'll be like, all right, sub and Schick for the last 3 minutes, hat trick. Oh, shit, they did it again. Leverkusen by 1 million.
Yeah, I mean, Leverkusen by 1 million. I'll run up a bunch of player props when I get the lineup tomorrow. I'm much more interested in the Milan versus Roma game. I think that one's going to be absolutely fantastic. You're getting AC Milan team total over 1.5 at plus 106. That's a very bettable number. You guys can already tell that I'm rocking the 2FootTalk AC Milan Devils shirt. I also love both teams to score in that one. It's plus 100. Roma, I mean, I know Lukaku's struggling. Dybala is who Dybala is. But De Rossi's got that team tuned the fuck up, and if he doesn't get an extension to be their manager next year, like that's an absolute travesty because this Roma squad's humming and they're coming. They're coming for a European spot at the top of the table. And Atalanta is going to continue dropping points because that's just who they are. And we might get to see some more of Roma in Europe. So that's always fun to watch.
I actually like Roma on the double chance versus Milan.
I don't hate that at all. The only thing I will just say is like Milan at the San Siro. It's going to be lit there. It's going to be fantastic. And I love it. I love getting an Italian team playing an Italian team in a European conference. It just does tend to mean more. But the fact remains AC Milan can't keep fucking anybody out of the back of their net. So a Roma double chance is definitely very live. I think there might be 4 goals in this game. I think we might see both teams score twice. Legitimate 2-2 opportunity here. So yeah, I like that. Steve, Benfica over 1.5 at -130. Not a bad call. I'm just saying, fuck it. I'm taking Benfica money line at -115. Marseille is absolutely trash away from their building. And I'm not going to overthink this one. And I don't think -115 is too much juice to pay on a single because Benfica always is capable of just getting a 1-0 win. They're very capable, especially at home, of grinding out a 1-0 win. I don't want to have to worry about Benfica being content. Diamir coming off at like the 65th minute, and they're just not doing anything offensively because I've seen too much of that from Benfica this season. So, yeah, I'm just going to rock Benfica on the money line.
I like Benfica and over 1.5 to get the plus sign, but as Luke said, can't be too careful, and it's not a bad number on the money line to just go overboard. But I love me a plus sign.
I'll keep this.
Only other one I'll say is Liverpool Atalanta, as both teams to score is -134, and the TwoFootTalk special is -115. I think Liverpool wins that one pretty easily, but I do think Atalanta will be able to get one on them. They've been leaky. Look at their back line. Look what they did against Man U.
Yeah, I'll keep this really short just because Europa Conference League, whatever, it's a cupcake cup. But I do think Olympiacos versus Fenerbahce has a bunch of goals in it. Both teams to score over 2.5 at +100 is a really nice price. And you guys know that I love my Belgian homie Batshuayi, so I'm going to take Batshuayi for a goal. And then Villa is playing Lille. So, yeah, Austin Villa, I just don't see them keeping a clean sheet against anybody until Tyrone Mings comes back and they fix up that back line in the offseason. Still think that they're doing a great job, but Jonathan David's number for a goal is ridiculous, and he is all of their offense. So I'm probably going to take Jonathan David for a goal. Both teams to score at -130 ain't bad either.
Yeah, that's all I got for Europa League. Anyway, we're going to Spain, guys. Spain's lit this weekend. It's no football. It's La Liga. First one, Friday game. We got Real Betis versus Celta Vigo. This game's going to be a banger. Isco's back. I think Fekir's supposed to be healthy for this one. I don't know how, but I also don't think it should be that hard to get them both on the field together at the same time. I really just want to see that magic happen.
Like Fekir keep playing the 9.
Let Fekir play the 9, put him out on the right, and let him cut in on the left. I don't care. Put him on the field next to Isco. Isco just makes people look better. I don't know why this is so difficult, but I love Real Betis on the money line. It's like sending like +105. I think that if you really want to get juicy with it, money line and over 1.5 isn't a bad one. Even Willian Jose is getting on the back. Like, he's making Willian Jose look good, dude.
Yeah.
That's how Isco's just straight fucking balling right now. Isco props for sure to score assists, shots on target. Celta Vigo is dead.
Yeah, facts. That's exactly what I have to say as well. The Celta Vigo, whatever they want to call it, new manager, bounce back, kind of Cinderella run, get yourself out of relegation. You made a nice run here the last couple of games. That's fucking over. Betis has Isco back. They're here to bless people, and they're coming for a European spot. They want to play European football next year. So this is the time of year where Betis kind of puts everything together and they make everybody go, oh, shit, that's right, Betis. Fuck, people are healthy now. We got to watch out for them. And they're going to make you notice. So, yeah, Betis on the money line, +120.
All right, moving on. Next one I got banger Atletico versus Girona. Battle in the top four. What is that? Fourth versus third, third versus fourth. I don't know.
Something like that.
Atleti at the Wanda. You know, it's hard to bet against them, but also the number on Girona right now is just so ridiculously good. I like a Girona double chance at -130. This game kind of screams 1-1, 2-2 vibes to me. Atleti's got to worry about Champions League going all the way out to Germany on Tuesday. Girona's got to kind of like make sure they hold one of these European spots, or this entire run has really just been for vain if you don't at least get Champions League football if you're Girona. Savio props. Dovbik's due. Dovbik finally got on the end of one though, you know, so I won't talk too much to the boy Dovbik. I love Girona to at least get a point out of this one, and if they do get a point at the Wanda, they just had a great time against the top dogs besides us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take both teams to score in over 2.5 because Atleti can't keep clean sheets, and Girona is just way too aggressive and has way too much talent moving forward. But yeah, I mean, it depends on who the ref is because Atleti's undefeated at the fucking Wanda, and they get very favorable referee assignments every fucking week at the Wanda. So Atleti at +112 on the money line is probably going to be my play.
The only thing I'll say is that referee-wise, if there's going to be anyone that'll be able to pay the referee fees, it would be the City Group, which is who Girona's owned by. So I'll just sprinkle a little bit of information in there too. If any shady shit's going down, we got some pretty shady people already that we know can be involved. Next one I got. Mallorca, the island, is hosting the Royal Whites, Real Madrid. This feels like one of the easiest beatdown games ever for me. Looking at the Real Madrid team, looking at a pissed off Real Madrid team that you had Fetty come out and say, you know what, the 9 days off before we played City, it's not for us. Like, we're used to playing every 3 days. Like, I think we're better when we play. So when you say something like that, and then you have a game, 3-4 days later, I expect you to beat the shit out of this team. I like Real Madrid on the money line, sitting at -150. I think that's a kind of disrespectful number.
-130, bro.
Oh, really? You got to bet. I didn't even shop it around. So I'm looking at Real Madrid money line and over 1.5 to get an even better fucking odd on it. So Jude's got to be frustrated after that game. I know Fetty is clearly frustrated after that game. Vinny's probably frustrated after that game. And then this game is not going to help him at all. He is going to be terrible mentally for this game. I actually might consider even benching Vinny for this game. Well, not benching him. That's a mean word. We'll rest him because we want him to focus up for the City game. He has a terrible reputation against this Mallorca team. They have done terrible things to him, between Maffeo doing the crying face to him. We've watched him cry, weep openly on the field, and get split open trying to guard Vinny. I don't even want to put him in the position, but there's a Jude Bellingham game for me. There's a Brahim Diaz game for me. I'd love to see Artigula get some time. Tchouaméni, because he's going to be suspended for the City game now, and when Tchouaméni starts, we don't lose. I don't know how you bet against Madrid here.
Yeah, I want to see Militao get a tune-up game in, get at least 45 minutes of work in here. But yeah, other than that, rotate and rest everybody. This feels like a layup. It should be a layup, even with a rested and rotated squad. Mallorca is going to be absolutely gutted over that Copa del Rey loss, and they should be, because that's the only trophy they had a possibility of winning, and it's going to be the only trophy they had a possibility of winning for several years to come. Mallorca should just they're going to be a shell of themselves, even though it is on the island, and people are going to come and be like, oh, it's okay. It's not fucking okay. You blew it, and you're going to get blessed.
Big facts. All right, next one I got. Same kind of deal here. Cadiz hosted Barcelona. Barcelona is what, like 11 or 12 games now unbeaten. They have a good run of form. They just got the win over PSG. They are hosting PSG midweek. That will be on Tuesday, but we're getting fantastic odds on a Barcelona team that, even depth-wise, is much better than Cadiz. We saw the rotation that's going to be available to them. De Jong and Pedri coming back. I expect to either see them start or close out this game. You're going to want to keep getting them reps, especially for Pedri, who came in and made an immediate impact with his assist in the first minute he touched the fucking ball. So I love Barcelona on the money line here, and I'm going to go with my old reliable Pedri shot on target. I don't know if he's going to start. I pray to God that he starts, but I know that number is going to be fantastic because he's been out for, like a month and a half now. So Barcelona easy here for me.
Yeah, Pedri also works well with Gundogan. He really likes to play him in, and Gundogan does tend to put balls on frame, especially when Pedri's feeding him. So I'd look at a Gundogan shot on target. I love Barcelona on the money line here at -120. I will just say, because I said it last week on the Bet US show, by the way, tune in Bet US tomorrow, 3 p.m. Anyway, Cadiz is always dangerous this time of year at home. They just find a way to make every game fucking scrappy and avoid relegation. But I think Barca is going to be way too much to handle. They got some confidence. They just won versus PSG. They know they're not going to win the league, but they relish the opportunity to banish people to the shadow realm. And you might be able to do that with Cadiz here and kind of kill their staying in La Liga hopes. So yeah, Barca on the money line -120 is a disrespectful number. I don't think we see super heavy rotations, and plus I know at least 2 guys are going to be suspended for Barcelona for UCL, so they're both playing this game.
Yeah. All right, last Spanish game I got for you guys. It's Bilbao versus Villarreal in the Basque Country. The Yellow Submarine heading over to the Basque Country. Bilbao money line is sitting at like -145. I love that number. I love Bilbao at home. This is fresh off of a Copa del Rey win too. Do you realize how good your team is right after you won a trophy? I don't care about all those champagne and hungover getting. No, when you're winning, you're just winning. And apparently, y'all agree, because when I saw the -150, I was like, oh, I thought Villarreal was doing a little bit better. Yes, but now you're playing championship Bilbao. I like Bilbao money line at over 1.5. I'll probably have a parlay with that, Madrid and Barcelona later for you guys as well. The Spanish slate is just going to be very nice to us this weekend. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, Bilbao and over 1.5. It's at right around a plus number. Villarreal, yeah, they suck home or away. They do get goals sometimes. I think this Bilbao defense is just really nasty. It's in the Basque Country, too. They're going to be celebrating the Copa del Rey win. This building's going to be packed. The atmosphere is going to be insane. Villarreal, you're in for a shit pumping. It's going to be a very miserable 97 minutes.
All right, we're heading over to Italy. We got the big one. Like we said before, Robin Hood is coming back. Sassuolo versus Milan. Off the rip, I'm taking Sassuolo on the double chance. It's sitting around a plus number. It's sitting right around even money. Oh, no, it's at +115, actually. I lied. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Milan. I know, I don't have a lot of actual stats to back this up besides the amount of points that they've stolen off the top 6 and then lose to all the shitty teams, which is why we continue to call them Robin Hood. And I would feel like a fraud if I didn't take them on a double chance here, because Sassuolo somehow always gets a result against the teams like Milan, Inter Milan, Juventus, Roma. Doesn't matter. They somehow keep getting points off of them.
Yep, that's absolutely right. The only thing I have written down for this one is I'm going to smash a ton of player props, because Milan's got to play tomorrow. They got to play Roma tomorrow. That game's way more important. Inter has ran away with this league. They know that they're not winning the Scudetto, so yeah, I'm really hoping we see Chuck Ueze playing, because I'm going to murder Chuck Ueze props. Pulisic, fucking Okafor. If we get Okafor running in this game, I'm going to smash Okafor props, because Sassuolo will find a way to get points, but it's going to be a 2-2 game.
All right, next one. I gave Oaks his Italian game he asked me for. I won't lie to you guys. He says Turin Derby. We're going to talk about it, right? And I was just like, what the fuck is there to talk about? Juve always wins, and then Zapata props. And he's like, all right, well, now you just took my whole fucking spiel for the game. So I'm going to let you bet. Clean up now for this.
Yeah, I mean, put the legwork in and did the research off the rip. Turin hasn't won this derby since 2015. So even though it feels like a trap and they do always play each other tough, Juve on the money line is not a trap. Take the +115. Be very happy about it. And then if this is the early game in Italy, sleep through it and wake up for a free ticket.
Yeah, hopefully Vlahovic starts. This is an easy Vlahovic win cast for me. Or I'll just do like Vlahovic shot on target, Zapata shot on target, Juve money line. Just be a real scumbag about it. I got a German game for you.
This is pretty much German game.
This is pretty much what got Juve versus Torino on there because I looked down and I was like, well, I have Gladbach versus Dortmund on there. So I guess, yeah, I will have to. I can't really talk shit on Torino, and I have Gladbach versus Dortmund on there. Dortmund sucks away from home, and they got a Champions League game, and Daniel Malin's hurt, and I have zero faith in them. If they want to rotate a squad and put Mukoko up front and start him, I'll support their decision.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to see that.
If Royce wants to start this game because they decided not to play him in the Champions League, even though he's probably their all-time leader in goals.
I was going to say he's the best player they have in Europe.
Yeah, I don't really know how you can trust Dortmund and what their manager is even doing. On top of Gladbach just loves playing Dortmund and Bayern and ruining their fucking season. Anything they think they're going for, Gladbach loves being just the biggest asshole of a task that they're going to have to get through before it. So I don't think Gladbach's going to go out and like win this game or anything crazy, but I don't hate all the lines on Gladbach, whether you're taking a double chance or a spread. I just don't know what Dortmund's plan is, and even when they have a plan, it still looks pretty shit, especially away from home.
Yeah, I'm going to keep running up Kareem Adeyemi shot on target as long as it's plus money, and Gladbach double chance here at minus 130 feels very, very good.
All right, we're going over to France. Mike, you talked about it earlier. You were talking about pirate titties. We got Lyon versus Brest. Guys, yes. I want to tell you Lyon is back, and I want to tell you that this is going to be some light work, but they kind of did this really dirty on the odds, and the move is probably Brest draw no bet.
Yep.
So I'm not going to say anything about this game.
Yeah, I saw the exact same thing you did. I would love to blindly just tell you Lyon's back, but they completely fucked me over the other day. And Brest, I know they're a French squad, and I don't watch a lot of them, but I think they're still sucking on the table. So, yeah, I think the move here is Brest, if anything. I'm probably not going to play it. I just don't have a lot of great luck with France. But shout out Marcus Stroman for hitting our K-prop.
All I'm going to say is that if you follow me on Twitter, I'm not telling you guys to bet anything, but if you follow me on Twitter on Sunday, you'll probably see a very emotional bet and a tweet that says Lyon's back, fucking laser cat to the rescue or something along those lines. Because that's what I've been doing every week, and it just pays off very well. My man Lacazette's been balling. Gift or Bond even subbed in and scored another one for us on the last week's money line. I'm just having a good time, guys. Just a real good time. I can't really complain. Can't really complain at all. Yeah, I don't want to have anything official on that Lyon bet, though. And then finally, everything you guys have been waiting for. The Brazilian Serie A is back. We got Fluminense versus Red Bull Bragantino. And if I haven't screamed this from the rooftops enough for you guys, both teams to score over 2.5. The numbers are juiced. They hate playing defense, and it is the season opener this weekend. Starts on Saturday. Serie A is back. I would have loved to talk about Flamengo, but their opponent is shit, so we're not going to talk about them. This is my favorite game for the weekend. Fluminense fresh off of a Copa Libertadores, and Red Bull Bragantino fresh off of letting anyone score and always getting at least one goal. My guys. I have their 2-foot-talk special tonight. I think they play in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, for Bragantino?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing Racing Club. So yeah, that's a
I have Racing Club on the money line also with you too. So
yeah, Leg's 100% correct. This is both teams to score over 2.5 plus 130. Don't overthink it. They play no fucking defense in Brazil. They don't care about defense. They're going to jack up 30 plus shots a game, and they're just going to try and score worldy Brazilian hot boy goals. And it's fucking awesome to watch. This is why you keep your Paramount Plus subscription throughout the summer, because you get all the Brazilian Serie A, and it's fantastic. It's so much better than MLS.
It's and they actually Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. Also,
it's great. They play a ton of midweek games. They always stagger the starts, so there's no more than like 2 games going on at once. You actually get lineups 60 minutes before kickoff, and yeah, the fans are nuts down there. It's fantastic to watch. Is this? Do we have other Brazilian games to talk, or is this the only one you throw?
This is the only one I'm pulling up. The rest.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know. I know Leg said, "Oh, you wanted to talk Flamengo." They're playing a newly promoted side, and Flamengo's only minus 120 on the money line. they're going to absolutely bless them and be like, yo, welcome to Serie A.
Yeah,
Here's
but
a
they
5-0
got
loss.
like the year before. They went down and then right back up, though. So it's not like a crazy, like, wow, they've never been here before team.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Goonies. I don't know if they've made any moves or signings, but Flamengo's probably going to bless them by like 3 goals. So yeah, minus 120 on that. I also, Fortaleza is absolutely cooking right now. I think they have 5 goals, or at least they did last time I checked in the Copa Libertadores. And Fortaleza was a very good team for me last year. Not as far as wins go, but as far as getting me 1 goddamn goal. And that's all I need for them. So they're playing Sao Paulo on the road, and both teams to score is plus 105. Again, all they do is score goals down in Brazil. Love both teams to score there at plus 105. And then I'll save the rest for when I do my 15 because I don't think everybody wants to listen to us talk Brazil.
Yeah, I was about to say there's some other good games. If you look at them on paper,
Botafogo on the draw, no, that is disrespectful.
Corinthians is playing Atletico MG, but I don't know who's even going to be on Corinthians. Like a lot of people left. I know Gabriel Moscardo, who's probably their best midfielder, is going to be leaving soon to go to PSG. We got Vasco da Gama versus Gremio, but I don't know.
Gremio's got nobody left now that Suarez.
Yeah, so many people. And then Endrick isn't playing for Palmeiras for like a month, so I don't care about who they're playing. So that's Brazilian checkup for you guys.
If people know who Payet is from Marseille / was playing over in Europe forever, yeah, he plays on Vasco now, and yeah, once he's finally got settled in down there, he's doing exactly what you think a guy of Payet's skill level would do in Brazil.
If he actually plays, it seems like he's doing a lot of other stuff that you'd expect someone with as much money as Payet to do too. So
that's correct.
Anyway, we got the wheel. Let's see, what do we have? I had Lukaku and you had Diaz. So that was Luis Diaz, right?
Yes. For
Pool. So that one hit. And then Lukaku didn't do shit. So you're gonna start us off for the wheel. Here we go. Oh, and Brazilian Serie A is back.
Yup.
See, so we got the yellow and green going again. It's fresh.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
All right, Oaks got EPL.
Fuck, do I hate EPL?
Isak.
Yeah, Isak. You were talking mad shit on him. Can I get Son at a bettable number?
I don't know.
Give me a sec. I'll find out. But yeah, if it's a bettable number, I'm going to take Son.
I hope it isn't. How about that?
How about that? Give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up here.
Hold on, I'm racing you to it now.
Yeah, I can get Son at plus 165, so we're taking Son.
That's a nice number.
Yeah.
So we got.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
What you got?
Man, I don't know. Fucking Bundesliga?
Take Frimpong.
I don't want to.
Okay.
He might not even be playing because they got a midweek game. Then they
That's
to rotate him and what's his face? Tella.
If he starts, take Mokoko. Or Mokoko.
He's not going to start, though. They hate him.
That's true. I fucking hate that they hate him.
I kind of want to take somebody on Leipzig. They've been kind of cooking, but nobody's a good
They
number.
have been high-key cooking, but good luck finding a bettable number.
I'm going to take Xavi Simmons.
All right. I like that.
He's due for one. What else do they have to do? They don't have Champions League anymore.
They ain't got shit to do. That fucking blows. Should have never fired Jesse Marsh.
Big facts. All right, let's get into 15.
You thought you were better than Jesse Marsh. RB Leipzig. Look at you now.
Damn, I went 8-7 last week. And honestly, got robbed of my Vlahovic goal. Got robbed
And the Weston assist.
and my Man U double chance and my Liverpool money lines. Feels like I really had like a 15-0 slate, but you guys fucked up. Wasn't me. Anyway.
We did that segment at the beginning of the show.
Oh. First one I got Real Betis money line versus Celta Vigo plus 105. Girona double chance at Atleti minus 125. Girona Atleti both teams to score minus 180. I just thought that was a bettable number. I'll probably end up taking over 2.5, or I'll take a goal scorer, or I'll take like something else to make it a better number. But for the board, I'm keeping that one. Real Madrid money line over 1.5 at Mallorca plus 125. Barcelona money line over 1.5 at Cadiz plus 130. Sevilla draw no bet at Las Palmas minus 120. Bilbao money line over 1.5 versus Villarreal plus 105. Newcastle draw no bet versus Tottenham plus 105. Man U draw no bet at Bournemouth plus 100. Liverpool money line in both teams to score versus Palace plus 125. Aston Villa plus 1.5 at Arsenal minus 105. Sassuolo double chance versus AC Milan plus 115. Roma money line versus Udinese plus 110. Remember, they have midweek football versus Milan, but I don't care. I trust De Rossi. Fiorentina money line versus Genoa minus 125. And then Roma double chance versus Milan minus 110 in the Europa League as well. Just love that number. And again, we trust De Rossi in here. My parlay is Real Madrid money line, Barca money line, and Betis money line. Spain.
Nice. I'm going to start with Europa/ECL. I'm going to take AC Milan versus Roma, both teams to score at plus 100. I'm taking Benfica versus Marseille. Benfica on the money line, minus 115. Olympiacos versus Fenerbahce, both teams to score over 2.5, plus 100. And I'm going to take both teams to score at minus 130 in Aston Villa versus Lille. EPL, I'm going to ride with Nottingham at home here because Wolves are in shambles. So give me Not plus 120. Then Man U on the draw no bet at plus 104. Give me that. Betis on the money line plus 120. Both teams to score over 2.5. Atleti, Girona. I like Getafe a lot on the draw no bet. Rayo Vallecano fucking suck, and Getafe can actually like play ball. So if that's not 0-0, I don't see how it's not a Getafe win. So yeah, I like the draw no bet at plus 160. Barcelona on the money line, minus 120. Bilbao and over the 1.5. Juve on the money line, plus 115. Gladbach on the double chance, minus 130. And then getting into Brazilian Serie A, I'm taking Vasco team total over 1.5, plus 142 versus the Gremio team who's got fucking nobody on it. So Vasco should bless them, especially being in their building. And then Cruzeiro
Sure.
Versus Botafogo. Botafogo have absolute monsters on their team. They might score 5 against you. Botafogo on the draw no bet being plus 140 is completely disrespectful. Do keep an eye on that lineup though, because they did have an unfortunate Copa Libertadores loss yesterday. I think they lost 3-1. But yeah, Soros and what the fuck's his name? Junior something that came over from Betis is back over there. Like, that team is fucking stacked. Botafogo is probably going to try and win the Brazilian Serie A again because they have an owner who likes to spend money. I believe he's part owner of Marseille or something like that. I don't know. He's an American guy, but they love him down there, and Botafogo's cooking. I know you're a big Fluminense guy and a big Flamingos guy. You're rocking the kit right now, but Botafogo has made some very good moves, and they're going to be competing for the top of the league this year again in Serie A.
Yeah, they still got my boy Soares.
Yeah.
Were you on Fortaleza today? Because they won like 5.
They won 5-0 and then got a red card. Yeah, dude. Fortaleza is cooking.
Yeah, in Fortaleza fashion too.
Yeah.
Oh, we up 4? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna break this dude's leg. What else we have to do?
I'm telling you guys, if you don't watch Brazilian Serie A, you're gonna love it. It's electric.
Yeah, anyone that thinks soccer is boring or footy is boring, just go watch some Brazilian Serie A. It completely changes everything. The best part is that it's on Paramount Plus. I've logged into so many TVs at bars just getting drunk watching Brazilian football. And it's fantastic.
And they're on like the same time zone as us too. So like we actually get them like as night games. So like that's why it's replaced MLS for me. It's so much easier to handicap and bet.
All right, that's all we got for you guys. Make sure you follow us at TwoFootTalk. That's at TWOFootTalk. If you are watching on YouTube or Twitch, scroll right down in the description right there. Go ahead and click it. Link is right there. You can follow me at A Young Leg. You can follow Oaks at BurrOaks77. Again, right down in the description. Make sure you guys get you some drip. Go to ft.BurrOaks.com. You can get one of those Milan shirts. You can get an Oaks hat. Oaks is rocking all the drip that we got for you right there. So make sure you support the boys, support your squads, tftdrip.com. Other than that, fuck what you heard.
Is what you're hearing.
TwoFootTalk.